belief that he might have been in play. His 8th year in St. Louis. Doug Armstrong was trying to make some changes and alterations with his team, and he did through the offer sheets.
Suter with a shot, steered aside by Skinner. Kapanen in behind the net. Gave it to Stetcher up the left wing to Draisaitl, unable to get it outside and kept it in. On the left side to Shen. He'll shoot wide of the net. It rims off the stick of Falk, and it comes out. Falk at his own blue line. Now to Suter, will bring the puck in on the left, gets it to the middle, inside, couldn't get a shot away. Draisaitl up the left wing to the blue line and just out. Back to Falk, goes off the heel of his stick. Oilers will make a change.
Blues have had a couple nice zone entries so far.
Falk waits in behind the net. 4-0-1 in their last 5 are the Blues since the coaching change. Jim Montgomery coming in. Pass up the left wing, gets to center ice. Bouchard broke it up, shoots it back in. Out of the right wing corner, Falk through the middle, way too far for Faxa. It will be icing against the Blues. Well, you see that all the time, a coaching change, and the team gets
Brian Burke affectionately referred to that as the dead cat bounce.
Yes.
I think it's going to be different. This is the guy that they wanted, Jim Montgomery, and they got him, and he's a good coach. No question. I mean, we voted for him 2 years ago for Coach of the Year. Pretty much a slam dunk that year. Boston was the best at everything. Until Florida got him 2 years in a row in the playoffs. Let's not forget that they lost to Boston, lost to the Panthers last year in 6 and 7 the year before.
It's just inside the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard across to Ekholm. Up the left wing, gets over to center ice. He'll fire it in. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins had got it low. Now Parayko will get it up the boards. It'll come to the line where McDavid was able to poke it up. Now he'll wind that thing up and bring the puck in over the line down the right wing. Drops it back. Bouchard, right wing point. Down the boards to Nugent Hopkins. Into the left wing corner for McDavid. To the point, Ekholm. Back to McDavid. Takes it into the left wing corner. Makes a couple of moves. Back to the blue line. Ekholm, his shot, and a save by Binnington with Hyman right in front of the net. Parayko's able to get it out. Scoreless here on the first. 5:10 gone in the opening period. Hyman comes in on the right wing. Now to McDavid, stops up on that right side at the top of the circle. Drops the puck to Ty Emberson from the angle off the stick of Broberg. That'll go out of play. Face-off will stay in the blue zone to the left of Binnington.
It's a 73 out-of-town update. Medicine Hat up 4-2 over the Edmonton Oil Kings, who are here tomorrow.
Regina's in town. 4 o'clock game here at Rogers Place.
Bakersfield losing their 4th straight game last night. They're struggling. Can't score. Second last in goals, 4 last in the power play. They lost 5-3 in San Diego. They're in Ontario tomorrow.
It's in the right wing corner in the blue zone. We're scoreless here in the first period. Back to the blue line. Emberson off the right side. It goes off the stick of Jeff Skinner. Top of the circle. Puck cleared out by Thomas to center ice. Now dumped into the Oilers zone. Stuart Skinner to play it. Puck on the end boards. Neighbors trying to get it loose. Got it to Buchnevich. Out to Thomas to the blue line. Perunovic, his shot, and it's blockered away by Skinner. Perunovic will keep it in left corner. Got it in front of the net. Thomas can't get a shot away. Puck turned over, and it's Emberson to lift it up and out. The right wing, Neighbors just to the Edmonton blue line.
St. Louis looks sharp early, Camp.
They do. And a 4-3 win at Calgary a couple of nights ago. That was in overtime.
And they were badly outshot in that game, especially in the third period. But got a debatable goal in Old T that some thought may not count.
Puck gets turned over in the blue zone. Binnington will step up, put it off the left wing glass. It hits the linesman, goes back in. The Oilers have to tag up as they were offside. Up the left wing to Shen. Now he springs Saad down the left side over the line. His shot and a glove save made by Skinner. He's going to hold on to that. 6 minutes, 35 seconds gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers hosting St. Louis. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on Escapes.
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $16,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Spin the Christmas wheel and win a holiday gift. iPads, Oiler merch, Costco cards, even trips to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Blues here in the first period. Tonight's Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer Society, supporting families battling cancer and advancing research in hopes of finding a cure. You can help support the fight against cancer by getting your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/50-50. That jackpot right now over $1 million. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. 15 saves and a 1-0 loss in Vegas on Tuesday. That was his last action. Calvin Pickard picked up the win Thursday against Columbus. Derek Ryan wins the draw. Nurse goes in behind his net, up the left wing, and Podkolzin got it out to center ice. Draisaitl brings the puck in on the left. Now to Podkolzin down the left wing, turns in the corner, brings it up top of the circle to the blue line to Nurse, shoots it towards the net. It goes off the outside of the goal. Parayko up the left wing will get it out to Saad. Now in over the line. Saad across to Kyrou. That was just off of Kapanen. Kyrou's got it right corner to Saad in behind the goal. He's over to the left wing. Saad to the left wing point. Perunovic will get it across. The shot from the point by Kessel and the save made by Skinner. He'll cover that up. Blues got a lot of speed in that Oilers zone.
Yeah, and they added some speed at forward and on the back end with the RFA offer sheets with the additions of Broberg and Holloway. That said, and part of it is they've had some injuries, but I mean they're 26th in the league in expected goals for 5v5. That is a surprise to me. Yeah. When the Oilers are 13th in the league right now, Cam, in goals against, they're 28th in save percentage. Logic would dictate that number will improve as the season goes on for the goals against average, just because you got to figure they'll get more stops. Probably won't finish the year 28th in save percentage.
No, probably not. It's on the inboards, comes in front of the net, and shot just wide. Opportunity there for Buchnevich, and the puck goes to the left wing inside the Oilers' own top of the circle, and there's Hyman to bring it out for Edmonton. Dishes on the right to McDavid into the blue zone. To the left wing point, the pass just off the stick of Neighbors. It comes out. 2
forwards on the team get a pass backwards. One's name is Connor, the other one's name's Leon. That's it.
Nugent Hopkins will dump it in. Broberg to the end boards. Up the right wing to Buchnevich. Now to Thomas, just to the blue line and out. McDavid goes across to Bouchard at center ice. Brings the puck in on the right wing. Now to Hyman along the right wing boards in the blue zone. We're scoreless here in the first period. Just over 8 minutes gone. Out through the middle of the ice. Faxa comes into the Oiler end, and that goes offside at the Edmonton blue line.
You know the old Tommy McVie line about back passes, right?
Yes.
It's 2 places you never do a back pass. At home or on the road. Unless your name's Connor and Leon and you're the 2 highest scoring players in the league in the last 8 seasons. Then maybe you might extend them the liberty of making the choice. You're the license to do so.
Ryan taking the draw against Sundqvist. Puck goes just inside the Edmonton blue line. Comes back to Stetcher. Stetcher across to Nurse, up the left wing. It skips off the stick of Ryan, now gets it out, finds Connor Brown. Into the blue zone on the right wing to the right wing corner. Puck comes free, and Sundqvist to Falk. Up to center ice, now to Holloway. He'll come flying down the right side into the Oilers zone. His shot on net, save made by Skinner from the angle. Puck pushed back to the point, but Suter had pinched in, so it came out. Suter goes back for it. Holloway to Falk. Falk has it inside his own end. Now to Suter. Suter will go across to Falk, up to Faxa. On the right wing to Walker. He'll shoot it into the Oilers zone. Emberson goes in behind the net. It's taken to the end boards by Toropchenko. Near the top of the circle where Walker keeps it in for St. Louis. Behind the net to Kulak. Up the left side to the top of the circle. Fax is going to keep it in to Walker in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Swings it back to the point. Kessel on the left to Perunovic. The puck down the boards. Janmark there for the Oilers. The left wing to Kulak. Now a long pass to center ice. Finds Henrique. Comes in over the blue line. The right wing to Jeff Skinner. Into the corner to Henrique. And the pass to the middle taken away by Toropchenko. Now to Perunovic up the left wing for Kyrie. Into the middle to Kessel on the left to Shen. Off his stick and in. Just about halfway through this scoreless first period, the Oilers host St. Louis. Puck cleared out of the Edmonton zone. Suter has it at his own blue line. On the left wing for Shen. Braden Shen will dump it in. Back home on the right wing. Up the right wing boards. Kapanen. Pressured by Saad. Puck will go to Shen. He'll lose it. Kapanen will get it out. And the former St. Louis Blue comes in over the line on the left wing. Kapanen waiting. Goes to the left wing corner. Falk is right there. Saad comes in too. Gets the puck to the line and out.
Kapanen's just got to put the puck on the net there.
Draisaitl off the right wing boards and in. Podkolzin right wing corner to the point, but it gets by Bouchard. It comes out. Shen is after it, but Kulak will get to it first. Kulak into the corner in the Oilers zone, up the right wing boards now to Bouchard. Finds Draisaitl. Comes into the St. Louis end on the left wing. Stops on the left side. Back to the blue line to Nurse. His shot steered aside by Binnington. Puck on the left wing. Hyman top of the circle to Podkolzin. Trying to sweep it around on the right wing boards. In from the point is Kulak. He'll jam it low off the stick of Hyman. It goes to the left wing corner. Parayko right on him. Now Thomas gets in there. He won't get it out. The shot from the point does not get through as Nurse let it go. The puck on the left wing. McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins to Kulak. His one-timer and his stick snaps in half. And the puck goes to the right corner. It's cleared out. Nugent-Hopkins inside his own blue line. Now to Emberson up the right wing for McDavid. Checked. The St. Louis line. Sundqvist off the left wing boards for Bolduc. Bolduc on the left wing to Sundqvist, left corner, pass to the middle. Holloway now on the right point. The shot and the save made by Skinner as Falk can come in from the right side and everybody will gather in the right wing corner. With 8:20 to go here in a scoreless first period, they'll break it all up. Oilers taking on the Blues. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Here on
on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Oilers and Blues still waiting for this game's first goal. 8:20 to go in the opening period.
St. Louis had the 3 best looks in this game.
They have.
They've looked fast, quick on pucks. Transition's been solid.
Stuart Skinner's had to be sharp. Face-off will be 2 Skinners left.
Edmonton's best looks have been created with the defense activating a couple screenshots, but St. Louis has had a couple point-blank opportunities in this game.
Puck to the left wing, point Suter has it. Now to Falk on the right wing. Bolduc couldn't handle the pass. And Nurse in the left wing corner. Battles there with Sundqvist. It comes in front of the Edmonton net and up the right wing. Getting it out is Kulak. Bank it to the blue line. Perry will bring it in. And Corey Perry has it left side in the blue zone. Put the puck to the corner. Falk. Cross ice. It goes to Suter. He'll get it up the left wing boards. All the way down into the Oilers zone. Won't be icing. Stuart Skinner has to play it. Rims on the left. Perry to the middle. Finds Kulak. Now at the blue line, Draisaitl to Brown, to Draisaitl on the right, now to Nurse, to the side of the net, scores! Corey Perry with a redirection, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, there was a delayed penalty coming up on the play, and the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl gained zone entry, dropped it back to the point, and Darnell Nurse snapped one towards the front of the net. Corey Perry with a clean deflection. Real smart play there. Nurse with a great look to Corey Perry. And there's a guy who's scored over 400 goals in his career, knowing what to do when he's the net front.
5th of the year for Perry at 12:25 of the first period. Nurse with a perfectly placed pass for the redirection. Will pick up the first assist, his 199th of his NHL career for Nurse. And the Oilers up 1-0 on the Blues. Puck rim behind the Edmonton net. Neighbors to the side of the goal, and Buchnevich could not get control of it. Emberson up the right wing to center ice was Janmark. His pass goes off a skate, and Robert Thomas the other way.
That was Jake Neighbors running Matthias Janmark. Both of those guys will fight.
Gets into the corner in the Oilers zone. Buchnevich trying to jam it free. Goes in behind the goal. It's Stetcher coming up the left wing. We'll get it out to center ice. 1-0 Oilers lead on the goal by Corey Perry. Perunovich with it in front of his own net. Nurse and Draisaitl with the assists. Kessel up the left wing off of Faxa into the Oiler end. Bouchard through the middle to Nugent Hopkins on the right side, off of Hyman's stick and into the blue zone. It goes in behind the net. Parayko up the right wing, off the boards and out. Bouchard turns it up the left wing, cross ice backhand pass onto the tape of McDavid. He comes in over the line. His pass to the slot, Ekholm shot, and that one hit bodies in front of the goal. To the right wing point it goes. Bouchard hammers it, and it's tipped wide. Goes to the right wing. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard, now to Ekholm on the left. Down low to Hyman. 1-0 Oilers, 6 minutes to go here in the first period. It goes over to the right wing. McDavid to the point for Bouchard. To McDavid, spins off the check on the right side. Will walk out the shot, and a save made by Binnington. Puck in the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins. His pass got picked off, but it'll be Ekholm able to keep it in. Right wing to McDavid. To the blue line, Bouchard. Right side to Ekholm. They'll go into the corner, now in behind the net. On the left wing to Nugent Hopkins, to the blue line. Bouchard to McDavid. Comes across the line. Down the right wing, Bouchard. His pass in front off of Broberg, and the puck comes out of the zone. Ekholm at center ice. Oilers need a change to fire it in. Glove down by Binnington.
Good shift there for Edmonton.
Up the left wing, Broberg. able to shoot it into the Oilers zone. Behind the net, Nurse up the right wing to Kapanen. Got Suter all over him. Kyrou gets the puck free to Falk. Right wing for Saad. Saad taken right in front of the Edmonton bench. Is able to chop the puck in. And behind the net is Brett Kulak. Rims it, and it goes off the glass, and it will go out of play. With 4:51 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Oilers lead on a goal by Corey Perry. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead. Corey Perry, the goal scorer at 12:25. Cam Loon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. Oilers taking on St. Louis. 4:51 to go here in the opening period. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Blues with good pressure early. Some opportunities. Stuart Skinner had been sharp. They get into the face-off circle. Henrique taking the draw against Shen. Puck goes to the left wing point. Suter has it there for the Blues. Puts it off the end glass. It goes to the right corner. Shen to Saad behind the net. Saad goes loose on the right. Gets the puck out. The shot by Shen and his stick snapped in half. Stuart Skinner had his mask knocked off.
Not quite sure how that happened.
I think someone was going to the front of the net and might have bumped into him.
It's the only way.
Yeah, it's the only way. It's actually good that Shen's stick snapped in half. Nobody needs to be trying to stop pucks with no mask.
Kyrou, the flyby got him with the...
Yeah. Just knocked it right off. We don't need old school goaltending. Sans mask. Face off will be
if that had been the case, you would not be as pretty as you are. All these years later. You'd have more
You're paying me the compliment that one or two actually hit me. Puck goes over to the right wing. It's Janmark.
You were good enough to play in the Western League. I wasn't.
Off the boards, it does come out. To center ice. Saad will bring the puck in through the middle. Has to go over to the left wing with Jeff Skinner right on him. It's about top of the circle. Loose puck to Janmark, now to Stetcher across to Nurse. Up the right wing for Jeff Skinner. Brings the puck in, off the boards and in. It goes in behind the St. Louis net. Suter over to Falk. The right wing, Kyrou will come back for it. Throw it across through the neutral zone to Suter over center ice. He'll shoot it in. Under 4 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Great to have you on board wherever you're on the Oilers Radio Network this evening. Puck comes out to center ice. Broberg to Holloway. Check by Perry. At the Blues blue line. Parayko left wing to Broberg, comes into the left wing corner, puts it off the outside of the net in front of the goal. Save made by Skinner, and the puck goes loose as Bolduc with the opportunity right in front of the Edmonton goal. Stetcher off the boards and out. Through center ice, a pass for Connor Brown. Just a little far for him. Bolduc is able to shoot it in. Stuart Skinner rim it on the glass. It will get out. It's going to go all the way down the ice. It'll be icing against Edmonton. 3:10 to go here in the first period. Shots are 9-5 for St. Louis.
Well, Broberg that time slingshotted himself past Stetcher. He used his leg. First time I had put it to the net, they got 2 cracks at it. First time I remember seeing Broberg, Helinka Gretzky in 2018, and he was very good for Sweden. Todd McLellan was still head coach of the Edmonton Oilers at that point. I remember talking to Todd afterwards, like, this guy's good. Well, he ended up going 8th to Edmonton the next year. Of course, by then, Todd was gone as coach, and Pete Chiarelli was gone as general manager. Pete's now the vice president of the St. Louis Blues. Lots of crossover between these two teams.
Isn't that the truth? Up the right wing to center ice is Emberson. He'll softly dump it into the St. Louis zone. Parayko on the end boards. Can't get control. McDavid to the blue line. To Ekholm on the left wing point. Rims it around the right. McDavid to the point for Bouchard. Get it low to Nugent Hopkins. Goes to the right corner. Stops, goes back behind the net, over to the left, off the left wing boards to Ekholm, fakes the shot, gives it to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid to Bouchard is one-timer, and the save made by Binnington. That looked like it hit Hyman.
Oh, it got all of him. He is hurt.
Slow to get up, but he's back on his feet. On the point, McDavid, left side Ekholm, across to Nugent Hopkins. It hit his stick, hit the glass. And now Bouchard over to Ekholm. Left wing to Hyman. Now to McDavid, trying to spin off the check of Thomas. Puck gets into the corner. Parayko's got it tied up. Nugent Hopkins is right there for Edmonton, and it goes between the Oiler defense and out of the zone. It'll be icing against St. Louis with 1:54 to go in the first. Edmonton up 1-0.
Liked everything about that shift, except they didn't get any pucks to the net. At some point, you got to get the shot on goal.
Face off to the right of Jordan Binnington. Binnington 6-2-1 in his career against the Oilers.
But look at this. Look at the save percentage.
Yeah, I know. .907.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Today, it's okay.
Yeah. 6-2-1.
Wins games.
Yep. Under the right, Draisaitl's one-timer is blocked. Didn't get all of it either. The puck near the blue line. Now Draisaitl on the right wing. To the point for Kulak. Now to Draisaitl. To the right wing corner, Podkolzin. Back to Leon Draisaitl. Neighbors is in there for the Blues. Draisaitl controls the puck. Now to the left wing point for Kulak. Kulak for Kapanen. Has it on the blue line on the left side. Drops it to Nurse. Cross ice to Draisaitl on the right. To the point for Nurse. Nurse over to Draisaitl. Top of the circle on the right to the corner pass through the middle off of Buchnevich. It just goes wide. Draisaitl has it off the left wing. Now to Kapanen. To the blue line to Nurse. Nurse cross ice to Draisaitl. Back to the point. Nurse will shoot it. And that's off his stick. Goes to Kulak. We're in the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Sent to the blue line. Nurse keeping it in. To the right for Draisaitl. It missed them, but it goes to Podkolzin. Now to Draisaitl on the right wing. To Podkolzin, will jam it back to the blue line. Kulak to Draisaitl, across ice pass, goes off of Parayko all the way over to Jake Neighbors. Up the right wing, now Neighbors cuts to the middle, got to center ice and dumps it in. 30 seconds left to go here in the first period.
Well, St. Louis finally got a change there. The Oilers had them hemmed in 2 shifts in a row. And that included with an icing.
Bouchard waits in behind the Oiler net. Up the left wing, long pass to Janmark. He's into the St. Louis end to the left wing corner for Jeff Skinner. Got taken to the end boards. Skinner now out to Janmark. Can't get his shot away. It's cleared out as Falk got it down the ice. The first period will come to an end, and the Oilers will take a 1-0 lead to the dressing room after 20 minutes. And think if you're the Edmonton Oilers, you absolutely take that.
Well, the only thing I will say is they should have more than 5 shots on goal.
They
Because
had a lot of zone time there late.
Well, and St. Louis plays man. Or, sorry, they play zone. And when you play zone, sometimes teams can move the puck around on you on the outside, and that's what Edmonton did. So, I knew that was going to happen, Bob.
Corey Perry, the only goal scorer for the Edmonton Oilers. His 5th of the year from Nurse and Draisaitl.
I tried to get ahead of myself with the score sheet.
And you got one sheet ahead.
One game ahead. You know how
I know how it goes. Oilers through 20 here at Rogers Place, up by a score of 1-0. Stuart Skinner had to make saves early in that period. A couple of really good looks for the St. Louis Blues, but Skinner was sharp.
The best thing that happened for St. Louis in that period is that they didn't take any penalties because the Oilers are starting to go a bit here.
Yeah, you can see it, and especially as the period wore on. They got better as the period wore on. That's a Blues team that's playing well right now. 4-0-1 since having Jim Montgomery come in as head coach. And this is part of a road trip. They still have to go to Vancouver, but wins in Winnipeg and Calgary so far on this road swing for the Blues. Oilers, of course, a bunch of home games coming up. Their next one will be on Tuesday when they get Tampa Bay in town. So
that'll be a beauty.
Always going to be a lot of fun when Tampa Bay comes in. But yeah, a lot of home games here in December for Edmonton, and that home record's starting to improve, which is good to see. All right. Well, it's 1-0. It's after 1. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're ready to go. Oilers up by a 1-0 score through 20. They take on St. Louis. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow. Creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Where can you find over 150 choir singers in a towering 35-foot tree? The one and only Edmonton Singing Christmas Tree, bringing the joy of the season December 12th through the 15th at the Expo Center. Then we're champing at the bit for the return of the Big Valley Jamboree, July 31st through August 3rd, with headliners Bailey Zimmerman, Blake Shelton, and more. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Now at the blue line, Draisaitl to Brown, to Draisaitl on the right, now to Nurse, to the side of the net, scores! Corey Perry with a redirection, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, in St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission, and after 20 minutes of play, the Edmonton Oilers, although outshot 10-5, have a 1-0 lead on the St. Louis Blues. It's Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown at Rogers Place. Well, Brownie, your thoughts in the first period? I thought the Blues actually were the better of the two teams for the opening 10, and then something flipped.
Well, I thought both teams played very sound defensive hockey. The Oilers had probably about 3 or 4 shifts in that period where they were in the offensive zone for 30, 40 seconds straight, but they weren't getting any shots. St. Louis they keep you to the outside. They force you to try to shoot or pass through bodies and sticks, and they really didn't give up any scoring chances. The only mistake that was made in that first period was a mistake by the bench of the St. Louis Blues. They had a poor line change and ended up with 3 defensemen on the ice and 2 forwards, and then the bench kept yelling for guys to change and come off the ice, and when the bench was yelling for Colton Parayko to get off the ice, he left the front of the net because he thought there was too many men out there. Yeah. He skated off the ice and went to the bench, and then St. Louis played another 10 seconds with only 4 players. Guess what? Colton Parayko is the right defenseman. Corey Perry scored from where Colton Parayko would have been standing. So I don't know what St. Louis was doing. they were yelling. The bench was yelling for Parayko to get off the ice, and when he skated off the ice, he just left the entire front of the net wide open. Perry made no mistake. So in a game that is very tight, that is well played, where there's not a lot of grade A scoring chances, you cannot make a big mistake. And that one was on the bench of the St. Louis Blues, because they're the ones that called Parayko off the ice, and the Oilers took advantage of it.
The other thing too, Rob, you got to take advantage of your chances when you get them, and that was a great one for the Oilers, and he went to the right guy who's usually pretty good in front of the net with the tip shots and all that kind of stuff.
Well, he's got great hands. You don't have the career that Corey Perry has had and score the number of goals he has scored without having the ability to put the puck in the net from tight. And it was a nice little tip. The puck was a little behind him, and I think that's exactly where Nurse wanted it. He let his body come across the front of the goalie and let the stick stay behind him and tip it in. It was a nice play and a great play by Nurse. He read the situation. He wound up. The defenseman and the goalie bit, and then he just found Corey Perry sneaking in back door. So a nice play by the Edmonton Oilers, taking advantage of a big mistake by the St. Louis Blues.
There was a great TV angle of it. I don't know if it was right from the penalty box, but Darnell Nurse had a beautiful line at him. You could see him clear as day, and he just put it right where he had to put it, pretty much.
Oh, nice play by Nurse.
Yeah.
He continues his strong play.
So what do you figure for the second period? I enjoyed that. It was fun to watch, but I felt that the Oilers, as the game moved along, seemed to be taking more advantage of things. They're certainly having no trouble getting out of their own end.
I thought St. Louis had its turns. I don't think either team dominated the period. I think the Oilers had shifts. When Connor McDavid's line has been out there, they've been special. They are creating chance after chance and creating turnovers in the offensive zone. So the St. Louis Blues are winning a battle, getting the puck, but then they're losing. They're losing the puck. Their pass is getting picked off. Their pocket's getting picked. And then the Oilers continue on with their shift. So the Blues had their looks. Broberg and Holloway were out there together one shift and created a great scoring chance in front of Skinner. Skinner made a big save on a one-timer by Robert Thomas. St. Louis plays with pace. They jump up very quickly. You see their defensemen activating. Parayko did, Falk did, Broberg did. So the Oilers got to make sure that if you are the fourth or fifth forward in the offensive zone, you got to get back, because it'll be a race between you and the offside defenseman who's trying to jump up and make it into an odd man rush.
Hey, we talked on the pregame show about whether or not we would hear any kind of crowd reaction to the two new St. Louis Blues. That didn't take long.
It didn't. I'm surprised. I'm not sure what is being booed. I don't know what exactly they
Boo for
did.
taking the cash.
I guess. I don't know. I think it's worked out well for those. Broberg and Holloway have had fantastic starts in St. Louis. I believe Holloway's second on their team in points, or second or third. I believe he's second. There's only two Edmonton Oilers forwards that have more points than Holloway does right now. He's been very good for St. Louis. And Broberg played 26 minutes the other night. He's in the first pairing with Colton Parayko. It was a move that worked out very well for those two players. I don't get the boos. I mean, there is a smattering of them, but it's.
Hey, it's you pay your buck, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
I guess.
I'm never been one to ever boo at a hockey game. I cheer for the home team. I don't really boo anybody, but I guess you can do what you want to do. But Holloway and Broberg are very important parts to this St. Louis Blues team. And this is a team that's going to be fun to watch as they move on this year.
Yeah.
They got a very good goaltender, they got a good goaltender in Bennington, but they got a good coach now in Montgomery. Robert Thomas is going to be a star in this league for many years. He is a fantastic two-way hockey player. Kairu's fun to watch. Colton Parayko's still hanging around. He's now, 31 years old. Seems like he's been playing forever. St. Louis will make some moves, even more moves as they go forward this year. They're going to get a couple defensemen back from injury. They will push for a playoff spot, and they have been a tough out for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers' huge first goal. It forces the St. Louis Blues to chase now in this hockey game, and when you chase, that's when you make mistakes, and all of a sudden you'll catch St. Louis off guard, and you'll get an odd man rush going the other way.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission. This intermission at the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Oilers leading the Blues 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Edmonton police have identified the security guard who was gunned down in a north central apartment building early yesterday morning as 20-year-old Harsandeep Singh, saying 2 people have been arrested in the case. 30-year-old Evan Rain and 30-year-old Judah Salto have both been charged with first-degree murder with no word on a possible motive. Police say a weapon was recovered during the arrests. And a pair of LGBTQ plus advocate organizations say they have followed through with their plan to challenge Alberta's 3 transgender bills in court, starting with one that bars doctors from providing gender-affirming treatment, such as puberty blockers and hormone therapy for those under 16. Bennett Jensen, legal director at Eagle Canada, says the groups, which also include Skipping Stone and 5 Alberta families, are opposing Bill 26 first because parts of the legislation are already in effect. A spokesperson for Alberta's Justice Minister says in an email that the government believes the legislation strikes an appropriate balance, but that it would be inappropriate to comment further since the matter is now before the courts. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers leading the St. Louis Blues 1-0. Oilers outshot, though, by the Blues in that period 10-5. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on around the National Hockey League. Time for the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Including this one here tonight, 11 games on tap. All of them are done, except for this one. We had Utah on the road in Buffalo tonight, and it was the hockey club from Utah coming up with a 5-2 victory over the Sabres. Philadelphia took on the Bruins in Boston, and the hometown team, the Bruins, coming up with a 4-3 victory in overtime. Winnipeg Jets on the road in Chicago, and the Blackhawks could not hold off the Jets tonight. Winnipeg with a 4-2 victory. Carolina playing the Islanders in New York, and the home team, the Islanders, with a 4-3 victory tonight over the Canes. San Jose in Florida to take on the Panthers, and it was Florida coming up with a 3-1 victory. Elsewhere, the Washington Capitals at the Bell Center in Montreal, and the visitors, the Capitals, with a 4-2 victory over the Habs. Nashville at Ottawa this evening. Senators 3-1 winners in that game over the Predators. Colorado was on the road in Detroit. It was 2-1 for the Avs in that one. Toronto at Pittsburgh. Penguins winning that one. And it was a 5-2 final score. And Minnesota in Los Angeles to take on the Kings. 4-1 for the Kings earlier today. In the American Hockey League, next up for Bakersfield, they'll be playing tomorrow afternoon. 4 o'clock our time. They're in Ontario to take on the Reign. And the Western Hockey League in the third period, just starting. It is 4-3 for the Medicine Hat Tigers over the Edmonton Oil Kings at Co-op Place down in southern Alberta. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard. Players are now returning to the ice, so the second period can't be far off. We'll come right back with that. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers and Blues getting ready for the second period of play. 1-0 Oilers lead. Tonight's Kids with Cancer 50-50 jackpot, it's sitting at $1.1 million. It's climbing fast. Our next lucky winner could be, well, it will be drawn tonight. It could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 for a chance to win big and join the fight against childhood cancer. Corey Perry, the goal scorer for Edmonton. As the Henrique, Skinner, and Jan-Mark line will start it off with Emberson and Kulak. It's shot into the Oilers zone.
Late change. They were going to start Leon's line and took a look at who St. Louis had out there and went the other route, moved the puck.
Jeff Skinner down the right wing to Emberson, comes into the blue zone, goes to the right wing corner, one hands it in front of the net, but it doesn't get through. Jan-Mark has it left corner to the point for Kulak. Down the left wing boards to Jan-Mark. Spins to the left wing corner, now goes in behind the net. It was poked off his stick by Falk. Up top of the circle where Jeff Skinner kept it in. Now to Emberson, his shot and a glove save made by Bennington. He holds onto it. We are 29 seconds into this second period.
So Jim Montgomery inherited a Boston team that already played really good zone D under Bruce Cassidy. And then they took it to the nth degree in Boston 2 years ago. And Jay Woodcroft was one of the admirers of it and, you know, tried to go down that path. Woodcroft historically had coached a hybrid. Chris Knobloch has coached zone pretty much forever. One of the things that happens in zone is you do give up zone time. You're a little bit tighter around the goal. Everybody knows where they are positionally. You're not playing in a hybrid. Often the center, the two defense are playing man, and the wingers are playing more of a zone up top. Oilers got to put more pucks to the net, though, I think, Cam.
Goes back to the point, and it's Nurse on the left side. His shot, and a save by Binnington. He covers that as Nurse was able to get one through. A little snapshot from the left point. And the Oilers had traffic.
Yeah. It's tough to get, these days they take away the lower half of the goal basically by fronting pucks and, forward sliding out and blocking shots.
Face off to the right of Binnington. Up the right wing, Parayko. Center ice to Buchnevich. Now to Thomas. Into the Oiler end, right wing. His shot! And that one glances off the arm of Skinner.
That was a good look for St. Louis there.
Puck comes in front of the net off the stick of Buchnevich. And Draisaitl can throw it across to Stetcher. Now on the left wing for Kapanen. Brings the puck into the blue zone. On the right to Draisaitl. Goes to the right wing corner to Kapanen. One-timer from the angle and a save by Binnington. Draisaitl to the left wing point to Nurse. Nurse with a snapshot, and that one did not get through. And Thomas up the right wing will get it out for the Blues. He'll dump it in. David out from behind his net, and now comes flying through the middle. Over center ice. He'll flip it to the right wing corner. Suter around the boards to Falk. Up to Kyrou. Now to Saad, to Kyrou, into the Oiler end on the right wing. Pulls to the middle, peeled off his stick by Bouchard, and his pass to Nugent Hopkins is beyond him and down the ice for icing.
Bouchard didn't realize he had McDavid breaking up the other side. He tried to hit the quick counter, but Nuge couldn't fend off his man. Got angled off. There we go.
You love this tune.
I do. Timmy Trumpet.
Reminds me of a Mets game.
Yes. Who's the reliever that comes in when they play Narco?
I don't remember. He's their closer.
Yes.
Just not coming to me right now.
If it was a Dodger, you would know it.
That's true. Shot from the point, and that one off the outside of the net. I'm in hockey mode right now.
You should feel shame.
But clear it out. Here's McDavid over the line towards the net. It's pass across, just tied up with Nugent Hopkins.
That's a hook that they got away with there on McDavid. It's the only way they were able to impede the attempt.
Puck sent off the left wing boards by Ekholm, and out it goes to McDavid. He'll bring it in. That's poked away. Sundqvist will get it out. 1-0 Oilers here early in the second period. Ekholm's pass on the right off the stick of Perry. Parayko has it right corner. Now to Sundqvist. Up the right wing to Bolduc. Kulak steps in front of him right at center ice. Bolduc will throw it across. Goes to Holloway down the left wing. His shot and a glove save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to that. 2 minutes and 46 seconds gone here in the second period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Derek Ryan will get into the face-off circle against Sundqvist. Well, Ryan kicked out of the face-off circle. It'll be Connor Brown.
Edwin Diaz.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I don't care right now. Hockey mode.
I know, but that degree of self-indulgence that people come listening for.
Bolduc with his shot from the left wing. Doesn't get to the net. Comes back to him, and his shot, that's blocked too. And it's in the slot. Sundqvist takes it across. Now on the right wing corner. Bolduc shot off the shoulder of Skinner. Back to the right wing point. Kessel.
Oilers need a clear here.
To Kessel on the right wing to Sundqvist. Cross to Bolduc. Shot! And that one off the arm of Skinner, and it goes out of play.
First time all game that Derek Ryan's lost a zone draw. I mean, he's 4-0 in faceoffs in the first period, lost the draw, and then Kulak broke his stick, so Perry had to pass the baton back to Kulak, even though Perry's a right shot and Kulak's a lefty. Kulak's so used to playing the right side this year, he's better handling that.
Faceoff will be to the right of Skinner. As the Draisaitl, Kapanen, and Henrique trio come out there. And it goes to the left wing point. Broberg. Left side to Walker. Into the corner for Faxa. Went off the end of his stick. Draisaitl give the puck to Nurse. He'll go across to Stetcher, still inside the Oiler end, now up through the middle. And at center ice, he finds Kapanen. Got his stick lifted. Toropchenko playing off the right wing boards and into the Oiler zone. Toropchenko runs into Nurse on the end boards. Draisaitl trying to find a loose puck, goes to Walker, and he rolled it right in front of the Edmonton net. To the left wing corner is Broberg. Now behind the goal. Over to Toropchenko, to the right wing point to Parayko. Had to play it off his skate. To Toropchenko, went off his stick to the line and just out. 1-0 Edmonton, 4 minutes gone here in the second. Broberg down the left wing, stops in behind the Edmonton net, gets knocked down, and the crowd reacts to that. Stetcher will clear it out.
This is his playoff partner from last year. Darnell Nurse dead, and a stick knocked out of the hand of Nurse.
Stetcher to Draisaitl at the Edmonton blue line. Up the right wing to Stetcher to Draisaitl. Comes into the St. Louis zone. Left wing, Podkolzin. He'll shoot. Oh, just off of Binnington and wide. That one almost snuck in, and Buchnevich up to center ice. He'll dump it into the Oiler end. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Comes in front of it. Nobody there for St. Louis. Turning it up the left wing is McDavid. He'll get into the blue zone, left side, stop top of the circle. He'll throw it across in the middle, and Parayko's able to get it out for the Blues. To Schenn, comes into the Oiler end, drops it back, Buchnevich gives it to Schenn. Put it in front of the net, went off a leg up near the right wing point. Buchnevich going to keep it in. McDavid up the right side for Hyman. He gets hit by Broberg. Parayko to Schenn, only to the Edmonton blue line, and Ekholm will clear it. 1-0 Oilers lead. Puck comes off a stick in front of the net. McDavid scores! Connor McDavid was in the slot. The puck bounced right to him, and it's 2-0 Edmonton.
Well, Philip Broberg got forced on the play by Zach Hyman and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I think it went off RNH's skate, and Connor McDavid keeps it going. He's now got 26 points in his last 13 games. Actually, I gotta hit Parayko.
Is that what it went off a skate and then went right into the slot. Yeah, Broberg fired it right off of Parayko's leg. And McDavid gets his 13th of the year.
Wow.
2-0 Oilers lead. It's at the St. Louis blue line. Bolduc back into his own end. The left to Perunovich, up the right wing to Holloway. Goes over his sticks, going to go right down to Stuart Skinner. To the right wing corner. Henrique, right side to Emberson, up in the air and out.
Are they chanting Broberg? I think they are.
I think they are. Janmark will bring the puck into the blue zone. Goes down the right wing to the right wing corner. Now to Jeff Skinner. Get it back to the point. Nurse across the line to Kulak. Over to Nurse on the right wing. His shot. And that one hit a leg in front of the net. And the puck cleared out by Bolduc.
Wow. Henrique got away with a veteran call there, because he completely and 100% interfered with him.
Stetcher weaves his way into the blue zone. Drops it. It comes in front of the net. The shot by Brown. Rebound. Oh, the whistle had gone.
No, this...
And he had put it in. It went in behind Binnington. It was shoveled in.
What happens here?
Well, the whistle went. There's nothing can happen here. They'll look at it, but I don't know what you can do.
Is this the continuation?
The puck dropped in behind Binnington.
The wrong ref blew that play dead.
They'll look at it. I'm not optimistic.
No, nor am I.
Brown shot snuck in behind Binnington, and then Brown bumped it in as it came loose. Binnington never had it. But the whistle.
But he got the call.
The whistle went.
And you know what? The backside official he's the one that made the call, and he completely missed it.
Yeah.
The puck was loose. Good zone entry there by Stetcher.
by Stetcher, for sure.
And Derek Ryan found Skinner down low.
Brown.
Sorry, Connor Brown, my apologies.
Yeah.
Good
And then he just bumped it in. Brown took the original shot. All right, we're getting an explanation here.
No goal.
I don't think it.
After review, the call on the ice is confirmed. There's no goal. The whistle is blown prior to
you blew the call, Stripes.
Blew the whistle, so what are you going to do? All right, we'll take a break. 2-0 Oilers. We've played 6 minutes, 27 seconds of the second period.
Never had it, the puck.
No. We'll be right back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details. Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Still 2-0. Oilers lead the Blues. 6 minutes, 27 seconds gone here in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. A quick whistle.
Cost Edmonton a goal.
Cost him a goal. Yes, it did.
It happens.
Yep, it happens. Face-off will be in the blue zone to the left of Binnington. Connor McDavid has a goal here in the second period. Corey Perry scored for the Oilers in the first. Go to Broberg on the left wing, up the left wing boards, doesn't get out. Kapanen gets it low to Draisaitl, comes over to the left side, up to the top of the circle now. Gonna get it down low to Podkolzin. Over to the right wing corner it goes. Thomas there for St. Louis. Up the right wing, Parayko made sure that it got out. Draisaitl has it at center. Now brings the puck in on the right wing to Kapanen. His shot off the crossbar! And the puck goes in front of the net. That was a bullet!
Holy, where did that come from?
Neighbors will dump it into the Oilers zone. Goes over to the right wing. Thomas had it hop over his stick. Draisaitl will get it out. It's Kapanen to center. Now on the right to Stetcher. Into the blue zone. Put it towards the net. Off the stick of the netminder Binnington. Kapanen out to Stetcher. Couldn't get a shot. Puck goes to the right corner. Thomas will clear it out.
St. Louis is really lucky they're not down at least 3, possibly 4-0 here.
It was absolutely wired by Kapanen off the bar. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone as Bouchard skates in front of his net. Up the right wing, his pass, it's in behind Hyman. That's an icing call against the Oilers. Kapanen got all of that.
He wired that.
Oh.
I mean, that was an absolute bomb.
On the replay, you could see the whole net move. It hit the crossbar that hard. Face off to the right of Skinner.
Binnington will tell you he had it.
Had it all covered,
yeah,
hey?
Post doesn't count.
Off the draw in the Oilers zone to the top of the circle was Kyrou. Puck gets to the corner. McDavid behind the net to Ekholm up the left wing. Nugent Hopkins had to pick it out of the air and is able to get it out. Hyman to the right wing to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Comes in to McDavid. Cross ice to Hyman. He'll go towards the net. And he got the poke check by Binnington before he could bring it to the front. Broberg through the middle off of Saad. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. 2-0 Edmonton. We're here in the second period. Just over 8 minutes gone as Ekholm poking up the right wing. It got out. Shot back in. Blues will make a change as Bouchard steps out from behind the Edmonton goal through the middle now to McDavid on the right wing to Hyman off the end boards. McDavid trying to catch up to it on the left side. Had his stick held there for a bit by Kessel.
These guys are missing a good game tonight.
Puck comes out. Jeff Skinner to Emberson. Cross looking for Skinner. Instead, Kessel got it to the center ice area for St. Louis. That puck bouncing around. It's hammered in by Jeff Skinner. Rims on the left. It goes behind the net. Henrique puts the pressure on Perunovic. Puck to the right corner. Henrique out of that right corner to the blue line. Emberson across to Kulak. Wanted to get that low.
Yeah, he recalibrated though. Cost him.
Yep, got picked off. Now Sundqvist over to Bolduc on the right wing over the Oiler line. The shot and a blocker save made by Stuart Skinner. Jeff Skinner will get it out. To Janmark on the right wing, off the right wing boards and in. Out from behind his net, Sundqvist. To the middle at center ice to Buchnevich. He'll shoot it in. Comes back near the blue line. Thomas to Buchnevich, pass into the slot, off the stick of Jake Neighbors. Puck cleared out. His own blue line. Suter on the right wing now to Thomas. He'll fire it cross corner in the Edmonton zone. Goes off the left wing boards near the top of the circle. Perry got it to the blue line, but that's it. Stuart Skinner will rim it. Connor Brown made sure it got out. It goes to Derek Ryan. Cross to Stetcher at center ice. Got it to the Blues blue line, and it goes offside. With 9:53 to go in the second period, 2-0. Oilers lead the St. Louis Blues. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Eddie's Donair and Pizza. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month. Did somebody say Skip? Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is a message from the Canadian Red Cross. While most of us count down to the holidays, families in Canada and around the world count on the Canadian Red Cross. Help them support over 2,700 families affected by disasters in Canada this year. Donate today at redcross.ca. Your donation will be triple matched.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 9:53 left to go in the second period. 2-0 Oilers lead. Connor McDavid with an unassisted goal in the second period. That's his 13th of the year. Corey Perry with his 5th. That was in the first. Faceoff's going to be outside the St. Louis blue line. Oilers will be in St. Louis February 4th. Blues come back to Rogers Place on April 9th. It's at center. It's Kulak on the left wing. Snap the puck into the Blues zone. Rimmed hard off the glass. Kulak was able to just keep it in. Glove down by Ryan. It goes to Kulak, and there's the glove pass. The faceoff should come outside. the blue zone.
We've talked a lot about William Nickel of the London Knights and Sam O'Reilly. Well, the Knights had their 19-game winning streak come to an end last night.
Who beat them?
I think it was Oshawa. Did they got the Seneca kid that wasn't invited to the World Junior Camp?
I think so.
It was 5-3 final. William Nickel picked up 2 points last night. He's got 29 points plus 17 in 28 games this year. Second on the team in scoring. Not bad for a 7th-round pick.
Not bad at all. Puck brought in. There's another glove pass at the Edmonton blue line, and now we'll get a little gathering.
Seriously, Nathan Walker, who are you trying to
I don't know. Starting to get Nurse a little fired up.
Oilers had Nathan Walker for 2 games. They picked him up off of waivers and then put him back. And to Walker's credit, he's edged out an NHL career for himself. Not a lot of Australian players in the league. He's basically been a 12-13 forward for the Blues for the last 4 seasons.
Falk has it at his own blue line through the middle. That goes through skates, goes right to Kapanen. Now he'll bring it in down the right wing. Kapanen in behind the St. Louis net. Over to the left, to the right wing point, but it was up in the air, and it goes by Stetcher and out. Skating onto it, Kyrou. Down the left wing is shot, and a glove save made by Stuart Skinner. He'll hold on to that.
Kapanen would have liked to have made more out of that play there. Puck hopped the pass back to the point to Stetcher.
Kapanen was working back hard to the middle to tie up Saad. In case there was a rebound or a pass, I suppose. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. 2-0 Oilers lead. 9:06 to go here in the second period. To the left wing point, Broberg. Puck gets to the middle. Saad has it now on the left side to Kyrou. Across to Broberg. His one-timer, and it's tipped wide of the Edmonton goal. Shen will come over to the left wing in the Oilers zone. To Kyrou on the point across. Broberg, his one-timer saved by Skinner. He'll cover that up.
Well, it's got to be stated, Philip Broberg's playing with a far greater degree of confidence here in St. Louis. He probably owes 1/3 of that contract to Paul Coffey, though, for having the, I guess we'll use the politically sensitive term, gumption to...
I knew what you're going for, though.
Yeah. You knew what I was thinking there. To put Broberg in during the course of the Dallas series and pull Vincent Desharnais out. And Broberg himself played very well with Darnell Nurse and got himself paid by St. Louis in the offer sheet.
Up the right wing, Emberson out to center. It goes off the stick of Draisaitl. He'll chase after it. Comes up with it in the left corner. Now to Henrique in that blue zone. Falk will break it up. Get it up the right wing to Neighbors. Neighbors into the Oilers zone. Right wing, Buchnevich. Cross ice to Thomas. His shot kicked out by the left pad of Skinner. And Draisaitl skates up the left wing into the blue zone. Cross ice pass. The shot and the save made by Binnington off of Henrique. Thomas down the right side. Held up by Kulak. Puck goes to Draisaitl behind the net now.
Better get it up the ice here.
Tiasak home.
Leon's tired. He's got to get off. Connor's going to hop on.
Ekholm out from behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing to Kulak. Get over the center ice line. Drill it in. To the right corner. Hyman will feed it in front of the net. Nobody able to get a stick on it from Edmonton. Puck to the left side. Hyman behind the goal to McDavid. Over to the right wing. To the right wing point. Bouchard doesn't have a shooting lane. He'll go across to Ekholm on the left. Back to Bouchard now in the middle. Down the left wing to Ekholm. Into the corner. McDavid goes in behind the net. To the right side. Turns to shoot it. And that's off a stick. And Parayko will bring it up the right wing to center ice. Gave it to Holloway. He'll dump it in. Bouchard to Ekholm. Up the left wing now to Nugent Hopkins. His pass goes off of Sundqvist into the blue zone. And Falk has it.
Holloway and Bouchard went for dinner last night together.
Here's Walker into the Oiler end. His pass, that's picked off by Nugent Hopkins, off the glass and out.
Excellent job in support of RNH there.
Right wing, Falk will bounce it to the side of the net. It was gloved by Skinner. Oh, he gets drilled by Faxa. Penalty coming up to the Blues when they touch it. Faxa absolutely steamrolled Stuart Skinner at the side of the Edmonton net. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play. It's going to be the first power play of the game. Radek Faxa was trying to skate around the Oiler net. Skinner wasn't quite back into it. Faxa ran right into him. With 6:39 to go in the second. Oilers are up 2-0.
Edmonton's power play cam has worked its way up to 19th in the league at 19.4%. Penalty killing for St. Louis is 20th, 79.2. The Blues are 25th in the league in faceoffs at 48.6. Edmonton is second.
Face-off to the right of Binnington. The power play is brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. First power play of the game, coming with 6:39 to go in the second period. Well, there was a delayed penalty coming to the Blues, but then the Oilers scored on the play.
Leon waved out a circle here.
So it'll be McDavid against Robert Thomas. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard walks through the middle across to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the net. To the right. Back to the point. Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. In front. Tip just wide by Nugent Hopkins. Buchnevich on the left wing will get it up in the air and out. Bouchard out from behind the Edmonton net. 2-0 Edmonton leads here in the second. Bouchard at center ice to McDavid. Into the blue zone. Fires it across the line. Kept in by Draisaitl. Comes down the right wing. Into the corner to McDavid. To the top of the circle. Into the corner for Draisaitl. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Right side, Draisaitl. To McDavid in front of the goal. Looking for Nugent Hopkins. Went off his stick and is chopped down the ice by Sundqvist.
Good awareness backside, or RNH would have had a tap in.
Draisaitl at center to McDavid, skates in. That's spun around, but still has the puck. Nice backhand pass over to Draisaitl in the slot. Left wing McDavid, side of the net, scores! Zach Hyman right at the side of the goal, and it's 3-0 Oilers.
Well, that is a perfectly executed four-way passing play, and Hyman a right shot to the right of the net, had to tip that home, and he was able to get enough of it. As Draisaitl through the seam for McDavid, and on his forehand, Hyman picks it up and deflects it home. 3-0 Edmonton.
Hyman 6th of the year. He had 2 last game after missing 5 games. He's got 1 here tonight. Great setup by Connor McDavid at a 14:37 of this second period. The Oilers have a 3-0 lead and are 1 for 1 on the power play. Kyrou into the Oilers zone to Neighbors. Tied up by Jeff Skinner. Loose puck to Matthias Janmark. He'll get it out. Drilled back in by Kessel. Stetcher up against the right wing boards. It goes in behind the goal. Henrique left wing to Jeff Skinner. He'll get it out. Shen to his own zone. McDavid and Draisaitl with the assists on that goal by Hyman. Perunovich, the left wing. Shen didn't have a stick. Just got his skate on it. Puck at the Edmonton blue line, and it's Nurse on the left wing. Gets over center. He'll shoot it in. Binnington sets it. Perunovich in behind the goal. Up the right wing, Bolduc only got it to the Edmonton blue line. Brought in on the left wing, Connor Brown throws it towards the net, goes wide, over to the right wing. Ryan behind the net to Brown, off the left wing boards to the point. Here's Kulak's shot, blocked in front of the goal, comes right back to Kulak. It's it off the right corner boards. Brunovich up the right side. He's able to just get it out. The puck in the neutral zone for Brett Kulak. The Stony Plain product across to Emberson. Emberson to center ice. Snaps the puck in. It rims over to the right wing. Under 4 to go here in the second. 3-0 Oilers lead. Puck at the side of the goal, and Binnington will cover it up. And we'll get a whistle. We're going to take a break with 3:48 to go in the second period. 3-0 Oilers lead the Blues from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
Legacy Heating and Cooling jingle auditions take one for Gene Principe. Are you ready, Gene?
Ready? I'm not just here to make a thermo a couple of bucks. I'd never just microphone it in.
Take one.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Nice.
Boom! I'm a musical genius.
Legacy's going to love this for furnace season.
What's not to love with no interest and no Principe payments for 1 year?
Are you always like this?
Yep. Unlike a furnace, I have no filter.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for a year. 3-0 Oilers lead with 3:48 to go in the second period. Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman have scored this period. Corey Perry had one in the first. Hyman's goal on the man advantage. Edmonton 1-for-1. Face off to the left of Binnington. Todd Cole's going to come in and take the draw against Thomas. Go all the way across on the right wing. Up the right board, Suter got it out to Kyrou, to the middle now to Thomas. Into the Oilers zone to Buchnevich on the right side to Thomas. Is it about the hash marks? Gets checked on the play, and Pod Cole's into Draisaitl. He'll get it out, give it to Kapanen. Comes into the Blues end, stops on the right wing. Holds onto it near the right wing point. Plays it off the left corner boards. Puck cleared out, though, and it's Stetcher at center for Draisaitl. Now to Kapanen. Brings it in on the left wing. Kasperi Kapanen tries to cut to the net, and almost had a clear look and just poked away from him at the last second.
Kapanen's having a good game. He's got some jump.
Folk cleared it out. There was Stetcher for the Oilers. Down the left wing to McDavid. Comes into the blue zone. Off the left wing boards to the blue line. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Winds up. Blasts a shot. And that hits somebody in front of the net. Puck sent to the blue line. And it's Ekholm on the left wing to keep it in. Ekholm in behind the goal. Over to the right. To the right wing point to Bouchard. Across the line to McDavid. Comes down the left wing himself. In front of the goal off the stick of Falk. McDavid gets it right back. Hyman got dumped down in front of the goal. Puck back to the point. Bouchard shot. Saved by Binnington. On a redirection by Hyman at the side of the net. That was a good stop. 2:29 to go in the second. 3-0 Oilers lead.
Yeah, real good play. And Connor's saying, where's the penalty? Call missed earlier in the zone entry. Oilers up 3-0 here. And the shots are completely deceptive in this game if you look at zone time versus the shots on goal.
17-13 right now for St. Louis. And the puck has been in the blue zone a lot this period.
A lot this game.
Yeah.
They just didn't get any shots on goal.
Face off to the right of Binnington. Ekholm left wing point. A shot goes off his stick, comes across. Bouchard will blast it towards the net, blocked by Parayko. Saad has it in the corner, but he's got Henrique right there. Henrique took it away to Jeff Skinner, and now Saad able to steal and get it out. Henrique's going to skate towards the blue line. He got spun around. Saad's got the loose puck for the Blues. Left wing to Shen. Dumping it behind the Edmonton net. It goes to the side of the goal. Pass by Bouchard. Goes off a skate, comes out. Parayko inside his own blue line for the Blues. Over to Broberg. Up to Saad. It missed him. Goes on net. Skinner has to play it. Bouchard out from behind the goal for Edmonton. He'll skate through the middle. On the left, he gave it to Ekholm, but Ekholm wasn't ready for it. And the puck comes down the right side. Bolduc in front of the goal for Holloway. Just missed him.
Bouchard's stick better have been there to break that up.
Puck goes to the left side. Holloway shoots it wide. Puck along the left wing boards in the Edmonton end. Ekholm over to Bouchard. He's able to clear it out.
Oilers have stuck Draisaitl and McDavid out for a shift together here.
The right wing, Bolduc off the right wing boards. Cleared by McDavid. A bouncing puck goes off of Hyman. Falk has it at his own blue line through the middle. Get it to Holloway. Fans on the shot. The puck goes into the left wing corner. Last minute here in the second. Oilers up 3-0. McDavid into the blue zone. Drops it. Draisaitl. Shot just wide of the net. And the puck on the right wing. Lifted up and out by Holloway. Nurse on the left side over center ice will shoot it in. It rims on the right. Perunovic. Checked by McDavid. 36 seconds to go in the period. It goes in behind the goal. Perunovic will get it up the right wing. Thomas got it up the right wing. Looking for Kyrou. Broken up by Nurse. The puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Dug out by Buchnevich. Back to the point. Parayko coming down the left wing, or down the right wing. He had nowhere to go with it. Has to rim. The puck goes to the left side, back to the point to Broberg. 15 seconds to go in the period. Now to the slot. Here's the shot by Kyrou. Just goes wide. Kyrou tries to bat it towards the goal. Instead, it goes in behind the net. Buchnevich on the left wing. Back to the left wing point to Broberg. Hacked away from him. Good play by Nugent Hopkins. And the period comes to an end. The Oilers have a 3-0 lead through 40 minutes of play.
A little bit of a push there as the Oilers, the end of the period, had to deal with a little bit of duress as St. Louis ramped it up a little bit. I know the shots say 18-13, but this is not 18-13 game, shot advantage game. The Oilers have had the better scoring opportunities. They've finished them off, and they're full marks for their 3-0 lead.
Well, that's where we sit. We are through 40 minutes. Corey Perry scored in the first for Edmonton. It was Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman in the second period. 3-0. Oilers lead the Blues after 40. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They've got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Nice backhand pass over to Draisaitl in the slot. Left wing McDavid, side of the net, scores! Zach Hyman right at the side of the goal, and it's 3-0 Oilers.
his 6th goal of the season by Zach Hyman. That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. The Blues out shooting the Oilers 18-13, but don't be fooled by that. The Edmonton Oilers with a, I don't want to say comfortable, the Edmonton Oilers with a 3-0 lead on the St. Louis Blues. Rob Brown, Bryn Griffiths here at Rogers Place. However, I didn't want to say comfortable, but the Oilers are looking pretty good, Rob.
Well, I would go with comfortable.
Okay.
This is a game that's, the Oilers haven't had as many shots as you would expect with the amount of time they've had the puck on their sticks.
Yeah.
But they've had some grade A scoring looks, and they've capitalized when they had the chances. And I know that St. Louis has 18, but I'm thinking back to maybe 1 or 2 times that Skinner's been tested tonight. The Oilers have done a really good job of limiting the chances of the St. Louis Blues. There's been a lot of perimeter shots by St. Louis. A couple times there were some odd man breaks where the Oilers got caught. But defensively, they did a good job. Evan Bouchard, a really nice play. Ekholm pinches, gets caught. It's a 2-on-1. Kyrou comes down and tries to toe drag around Bouchard. Bouchard gets a stick on it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a 2-on-1, there's no play for the St. Louis Blues. So the Oilers have been by far the better team tonight. Skinner has been the better of the 2 goalies, though. Not tested a whole lot. Specialty teams, they score their goal on their power play on a dumb penalty by Radek Faska. I'm not sure what he was arguing on that one. I mean, he got a lot of Stuart Skinner on that hit. Everything that the Oilers have needed to do tonight, they have, and the 3-0 lead is no aberration. It is exactly the way this game has been played.
Could be a little higher than that. We did have a disallowed goal, or a goal that was whistled down a tad prematurely.
Yeah, it was the ref lost sight of it.
Yeah.
It happens. It's unfortunate because it was going to be a goal as Brown found the puck and put it in the back of the net, but the ref loses it. He blows the whistle, and at that point, there's really nothing you can do. That was when the referee made a mistake, and unfortunately, it cost Connor Brown a goal.
So the question I have to ask you is, we do all this for instant replays to make sure they get their calls right. That one, obviously, was a blown call. What are you going to do about that?
Well, there's nothing you can do, because once the whistle blows, the opposition say, well, why stop trying? So the whistle blows. That's been a rule for a long time. There's nothing you can do. The referee just, he lost sight. And when he lost sight, he blew the whistle. And unfortunately, the only player on the ice that saw the puck was Connor Brown. But it was unfortunate, because that is it would have been a big goal from a third line. The Oilers eventually extended the lead, but yeah, the referee made a mistake, and Connor Brown was the guy that paid the price.
That's the way it goes. Of course, he'll laugh about it, probably.
No, he won't.
You don't think so?
Oh God, no! If you're a player that where you're about to score,
take one away from me.
Yeah, no, you don't laugh about those. You're still mad at the ref. 4 weeks later, you're still mad at that ref.
He will say that he had it, but hey, listen, it doesn't really matter. Beautiful 4-way passing on the only power play of this hockey game. Oilers 1 for 1. That they moved the puck around beautifully there. There was a backhand pass. That won't surprise anybody. A backhand pass by Connor McDavid, rink wide, right on the tape, that kind of got things started. It was just, they moved it around beautifully.
Yeah, they did. The Oilers usually have no problem getting into the opposition end on a power play, and they did. At that point, there was a little pressure on McDavid, and he threw it to empty space. And he knows that Leon's going to be somewhere over there. And at that point now, Connor's on one side, Leon's all the way across on the other side. They've got the defenders spread out. And they made a nice pass back from Leon to Connor. When Connor attacks, I know that we get to see it all the time. We know exactly where he's going with the puck. Ryan Suter's got to tie up Hyman's stick. He didn't. Ryan Suter was in the right position positionally, but he did not take away the stick of Zach Hyman, and it was an easy pass. Although it was a bullet pass, but it was an easy pass for Connor McDavid to hit, and Zach Hyman, big, strong, he's going to deflect into the net. So that was one that's well played by the Oilers and poorly played by Ryan Suter, who probably one day might be in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but on that one, he didn't do what a defenseman's supposed to do, and that's take away the stick of the guy near the net.
Jim Montgomery has yet to taste defeat as head coach of this hockey team. What does he tell his troops after 40 minutes of play here, do you think, Rob?
Well, he needs to create more. They are not getting a whole lot of going offensively. Turned the puck over a few times. They got a bad break. Broberg tried going up around the wall and hit his teammates Parayko in the leg and it bounces out to Connor McDavid. I mean, that's bad luck on top of bad luck. But they're just not creating. You're playing against the Oilers. You're going to have to score goals. And tonight, the St. Louis Blues not getting a whole lot. And they've whiffed on a couple chances. Dylan Holloway had a grade A scoring chance from the slot. Never got anything on the puck and didn't get a shot away. So I would imagine the first 5 to 7 minutes of the third period, the Blues are going to come out like they did at the end of that period and have a push. The Oilers just got to be ready. Anytime one team's down by multiple goals, they're going to have to start gambling. Going to have to start cheating a little bit, maybe forcing some plays. That's where you see the odd man breaks coming the other way.
It's been a tough one for Philip Broberg. He's -2 already tonight. Crowd on him pretty good. More, I think, than Holloway. But you know what? You got to work your way through that. So if you're Chris Knobloch here, what do we see out of the team in the third period here?
Well, you see the same thing you saw through 40 minutes. This has been a very good game for the Edmonton Oilers. This is just a continuation of what we've seen for probably 12 of the last 14 games or even longer. They've been playing good hockey. They've got a 3-0 lead. They're not giving the St. Louis Blues anything. The only thing you don't want to do is take a penalty. You do not want to give any life to the St. Louis Blues. So the Oilers have been good all season long on being disciplined. I would imagine they would continue here in the third period.
Bob pointed it out. I've really liked the way Kapanen's played. You know, he's the one guy we haven't really talked a lot about. Played for the Blues before, but he had one shot that was an absolute laser beam.
He's played well. He's had a couple of great moments in this game. The Draisaitl line hasn't created because the goal that Leon was on for, he's with the fourth line players at that point. But Kapanen and Podkolzin have created chances off the crossbar for Kapanen. He's got to jump. Anytime you play against your old team, especially the first or second time, you're going to have a little more jump than usual. And Kapanen, the end of his tenure in St. Louis, didn't go very well. He wants to come out and score a goal or have a good game and show them they made a mistake. And through 40 minutes, he has been very good in this hockey game.
So we've been talking about the Oilers building momentum each game. Do you see it continually increasing game by game here, the way they're playing tonight?
Well, they're
confidence.
They're confident. They're a confident team. When they lost the first 3 games of the season or whatever it was, they were confident then. They knew things were going to get better. This is too good a hockey club for them to be where they were in the standings, and they've been confident all along. They're just playing good hockey, and they're winning different type of ways. Some nights it's their penalty kill. Some nights they get a power play goal. Goaltending, good defensive hockey. They put together a stretch of much better defensive hockey. There's not a lot of big mistakes. They're controlling the play, and tonight I don't recall a time where the St. Louis Blues had a second opportunity in front of the net. So to me, it's just been a very good defensive effort thus far. And I would imagine we'll see that continue here in the final 20 minutes.
Okay, Rob, thanks very much. We'll talk to you on the post-game show. And we're going to take a break at the intermission. It is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Weather forecast? Ugh. Savings forecast? Cha-ching. Save up to $225 on a set of 4 select tires, plus a bonus $50 off any service of $150 at Fountain Tire until December 14th. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 73, 73, 73, Pizza 73.
Weather forecast? Ugh. Savings forecast? Cha-ching. Save up to $225 on a set of 4 select tires, plus a bonus $50 off any service of $150 at Fountain Tire until December 14th. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias.
The annual Mad Canada Candlelight Vigil was held in the city today at a local church, remembering those killed or injured in impaired driving collisions. Victim Services Manager for Mad Canada, Gillian Phillips, says it's a hard time of year for families who have suffered losses.
We have some families here today that just suffered the loss 2 months ago, some 20 years ago, and it's such a hard season to get through for people because you've got that person missing.
And on that note, it's National Impaired Driving Enforcement Day, so consider yourself warned if you plan on driving home from the bar or a party overnight. And in international news, Syrian opposition fighters say they have entered Damascus following a stunning advance across the country, with reports that President Bashar Assad has fled Syria now to an undisclosed location. The Assad family had ruled the country for 54 years with an iron fist. It's also a serious blow to Assad's backers, Iran, Russia, and Hezbollah, with the United States saying it has no intention of intervening. News on demand at 880ched.com.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
No mortgage payments for a whole year? It could happen with End of the Roll Flooring Center's Win Your Mortgage Payments contest. What would you do if you were mortgage-free for a whole year?
I'd probably go on vacation.
Probably take a trip and then do some renos.
Then I'd be able to definitely afford more hockey camps for my kid.
If you want to win your mortgage payments for a whole year, just drop into any End of the Roll Flooring Center to enter today. Visit endoftheroll.com for all the details.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Brent Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 40 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers leading the St. Louis Blues 3-0. Let's take a look at what's been going on around the league. Time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. 11 games on tap tonight. Let's get rolling. It was Utah at Buffalo tonight. It was the Hockey Club of Utah coming up with a 5-2 victory. Philadelphia on the road in Boston, where the hometown Bruins win it in overtime 4-3. Winnipeg Jets earlier this afternoon visiting Chicago, and the Jets coming up with a 4-2 victory at United Center. Carolina in New York to play the Islanders, and it was the Islanders with a 4-3 victory over the Canes tonight. San Jose traveled to Florida, Panthers winning that one 3-1. In Montreal, it was the Habs taking on the Washington Capitals, and the Caps coming up with a 4-2 victory. Nashville taking on the Sens in Ottawa, and the home team, the Sens, with a 3-1 victory tonight over the Preds. Colorado coming up with a 2-1 victory over the Red Wings in Detroit this evening. Two other games other than this one. Toronto at Pittsburgh, the hometown Penguins with a 5-2 victory, and Minnesota in Los Angeles, Kings winning that one 4-1. Next up for the American Hockey League team from Bakersfield for the Oilers, they'll be in action tomorrow afternoon in Ontario against the Reign. They lost last night in San Diego to the Gulls 5-3. How about the Edmonton Oil Kings tonight? In Medicine Hat, they trailed 4-2 midway through the second period, but exploded for 3 goals in the third period and knock off the Tigers 6-4. They'll be at Rogers Place tomorrow afternoon at 4 to host the Regina Pats. Players are returning to the ice. The third period is coming right up at the intermission. Is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Experience the exciting casino action in 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-0. Oilers lead the St. Louis Blues. Getting ready for the third period of play. Corey Perry, Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman are the goal scorers in this one.
I mean, Corey Perry's got 5 goals. Not bad for a fourth-line player.
Been very effective.
And we will again mention Edmonton has 2 top 6 forwards out. Vic Gardnerson, he's been out a while, and he ain't coming back for Tuesday against Tampa. Vander Kane's obviously out until probably March at the earliest. Oh, man, the puck hit Falk.
Yep, the dump-in attempt, and it just drilled him. And it hit him up high. And take a look at him, but looks like he's going to be all right, but going to go.
Always liked Justin
bench.
Falk. There were a lot of people that thought before Carolina fluked off and got Sebastian Aho in the 5th round. A lot of people thought maybe the Hurricanes, given the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins relationship with Rod Brindamore over the years, maybe there was a Falk for Nugent-Hopkins deal at some point. Thankfully, that never happened. Hard not to like RNH.
Yeah, you got that right. Up the left wing, puck goes just off the skate of Kyrou. I'll chase after it in the Oilers zone. Back to the left wing point. Suter will shoot it. Went off a Draisaitl just wide. Podkolzin gets it off the boards and out. Center ice, Buchnevich. To Kyrou, now to Buchnevich. Comes into the Oiler end on the left. Into the slot, went over the stick of Kyrou, but to the point. Shot from the point, save made by Skinner after a redirection as Perunovic put it towards the goal. Puck comes in front, the shot, and that one out of play. Wow. Stuart Skinner just got enough of it. Buchnevich with the opportunity, or Kyrou, pardon me, with the opportunity.
Well, I mean, that's a highly skilled line, and they've had some moments in this game. And frankly, Skinner, bang, play. Did it hit the crossbar? Did
it looked like...
Did he get the knob of the...
I think he hit the knob of the butt end of the stick and then the crossbar. Like, he just got a piece of it. Just enough to change the angle so that it hit the crossbar. Up the left wing, Jeff Skinner checked at the Blues blue line. Goes into St. Louis territory. The puck in the right corner. It's Parayko up the boards, but Janmark there for Edmonton. Janmark, couple of moves. Back to the point. Emberson over to the left to Kulak. His shot launches off his stick, goes out of play. His Neighbors was right in front of Kulak.
Jake Neighbors, part of the 2022 Edmonton Oil Kings WHL championship team that featured Sebastian Cossa in goal. Caden Gooley, who's at minimum a top 3 NHL defenseman, probably a top 2 all day. Jake Neighbors, and oh yeah, Dylan Guenther.
That was a good team.
Who's a first-line player in the league. And had Dylan Guenther not gotten hurt against Seattle, Edmonton would have had a much better showing in the Memorial Cup. The winner that year wasn't even coaching that team halfway through the season. Wasn't even coaching the team in the Quebec League playoffs.
It's crazy.
Gardner McDougall.
Yep. Puck shot into the blue zone. Hyman bumped off the end boards.
That was St. John, right? That ended up winning it?
Yeah. Puck gets into this middle off the skate of Holloway. Just comes out. Comes back to Parayko. Up the left wing, now to Holloway. Holloway into the Oiler end, to the left wing corner with Bouchard taking him up against the boards. Skips over to the right side. Falk in from the blue line to Holloway, but it gets by him. Rims on the right. Perry to Bouchard, now to Ekholm, and he'll go behind the net. Long pass on the right to Connor Brown. Into the blue zone. We're 2 minutes into the third. 3-0 Oilers lead St. Louis. Falk. Puck on the right, and it comes out through the middle. Buchnevich now on the right wing. To Kyrou, to Buchnevich, makes a couple of moves to Kyrou, across, and that one just hops over the stick of Thomas. He would have had a great chance. Thomas out of the left wing corner, he'll shoot it. Pad save made by Skinner. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Buchnevich out to Kyrou, and the save by Skinner. Skinner just got the left pad on it, and it went out of play.
Well, Chris Knobloch, that's the second time St. Louis has come back quickly with their top line against the Oilers' fourth line and just destroyed them. And I know you want to play everybody, but, you know, they're chasing this game by 3, and Edmonton's lucky there hasn't been 2 pucks put in the net here, just in this period alone. But certainly in terms of the 2 fourth-line versus top-line matchups in this game.
Face-off to the right of Skinner. Backs out of the face-off circle, it'll be Walker. Goes into the left wing corner. Toropchenko to the right wing point for Kessel. Will shoot that. It goes off of Henrique. Bounces into the slot. Henrique's able to shovel it out on the left side to Draisaitl. Now to Kulak, to Emberson, now to Draisaitl. He'll come into the blue zone. Left wing, the puck goes in the shot. That one just off of Binnington. It goes wide of the net. Draisaitl centering pass and put towards the goal by Podkolzin, but wide. Cleared out, and puck hits center, and it's Emberson for Edmonton. Now to Kulak for Draisaitl as the Oilers start a rush up the ice. It's Draisaitl. Got his way just in over the line. Parayko off the boards up to Saad. Saad to the Edmonton blue line. Hacked away from him by Nurse. Broberg on the left wing will come in. Broberg will shoot it. That off the stick of Stetcher. Comes around on the left side to Jeff Skinner. Give it to Stetcher. Into the blue zone on the right. Off the right wing corner boards. Goes behind the net. Parayko will get it around to Neighbors. Will get it out for Shen. To Neighbors. Now on the left wing for Saad. Will shoot it off the glove of Skinner. It goes to the right wing corner. Stetcher will get it up to the blue line and just out.
Where are you going here? Skinner. Do a better job managing the puck than that.
It's loose at center ice. Suter has it now for St. Louis. Just over 4 minutes gone here in the third. 3-0 St. Louis leads. Puck brought in on the right. Pass across to Kyrou. That's swatted away by Stetcher. McDavid will get it out through the middle to Nugent Hopkins in over the line. Drops the puck. Bouchard shot. He just whistled it wide. Centered by McDavid. Nobody there for the Oilers. Buchnevich will get it out. On the left wing to Kyrou. Now over to Thomas. Thomas into the Oilers zone on the right. Gave it away to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. He'll come out through center ice. Down the left wing. Into the blue zone. Pass across to Ekholm. He couldn't get the one-timer away. Buchnevich's got his stick in there. Puck comes in front to Hyman. The shot. Save made by Binnington. And the puck near the blue line. And it's brought out to center ice. Bolduc gets the puck into the Oiler end on the left. Broberg to the left corner. Out to Holloway. Went off his stick. Now his shot by Parayko goes wide. Comes in front. Scores.
Holloway.
Dylan Holloway hammers it as it came into the slot, and he gets the Blues on the board. Oiler lead now 3-1.
Broberg's going to get an assist on that as well. And you can see what it means to him.
Dylan Holloway, he hammered that. Holloway gets his 9th of the year.
Keep giving up opportunities, high slot. I mean,
Holloway's got points in 6 straight games.
McDavid was right there with him. Connor liked that sequence back. St. Louis has had a real good start to this period.
5:02 time of the goal. And Holloway gets the Blues on the board. Perunovic in his own end, up the left wing. So Holloway will shoot it in.
Like they're playing three lines here. Chris might have to adjust at some point.
Puck along the boards inside the Oilers zone. Jeff Skinner trying to get it out, but he can't. Sundqvist's going to keep it in. Over to Emberson. He'll bring it out. Now into the blue zone down the right side. Into the puck to Janmark. Centering pass. And the save made by Binnington as that went off of Henrique. There'll be a face-off in the St. Louis end. Holloway, the goal scorer for the Blues. Tightens the game up a little bit. But you're right. Blues definitely have a push here in the third.
And you knew it was going to come.
Of course.
Oilers have not managed the puck well. Right now, Thomas has the lone assist on the goal. And here's your change. Draisaitl in between Perry and Brown.
Back to the left wing point, Nurse.
Or put Coles in, rather.
Back to Nurse's shot off the end boards as it went wide. Falk goes in behind the goal, lost it. Draisaitl centering pass. Toropchenko there for the Blues to get it out. Gave it to Walker. On the right wing, will dump it in. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. The right wing board Stetcher, but the shot comes from the left side by Faxa. Didn't get a whole lot on it. And the save by Skinner up to center ice. Now comes Draisaitl into the blue zone on the left. Lost it. Walker checked at the Edmonton blue line by Nurse. Nurse over center ice. Snap that in around the glass. It rides. Connor Brown knocking it down in the right wing corner. Shoves it around over to the left. Puck gets to the slot. McDavid low to Brown. Brown back to the left wing point, but Neighbors is there for the Blues. He's trying to get it out. He can't. It's kept in through the slot. McDavid left side to Ekholm, left wing in front of the net. And Nugent Hopkins was all tied up. And the puck cleared out. Otherwise, he had a wide open net.
Jake Neighbors just took a healthy run at Connor McDavid. Made it look accidental, but he knew what he was doing.
Parayko forced back in his own end. 3-1 Oilers lead. 7 minutes gone here in the third period. Parayko across his own blue line to Broberg up the right wing to Neighbors. Now to Saad into the Oilers zone to the right wing corner. Saad up the right side is shot, and that one hit Shen. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. McDavid left wing to Nugent Hopkins up the middle to Hyman, gets to center ice. He'll shoot it in. He'll go after it. Parayko comes in behind the net with it for St. Louis and coming up the right wing. Gets into the Oilers zone, stops on the right side, but it's Kulak on him. It's poked in behind the Edmonton goal. Getting it out, Emberson up the right wing. His pass for Kapanen misses him. It goes to the side of net. Binnington has to play it. It's centered. It goes off of Binnington. Puck gets into the slot, and it's picked up by Kapanen. Kapanen on the left wing for the Oilers. He's about top of the circle. Blasts a shot, and a pad save by Binnington. Thomas up in the air. Goes off of Kapanen. Puck kept in. Henrique, left wing to Kapanen. Got it to in behind the net, trying to find Janmark. Instead, it goes to the left side. Buchnevich now brings it out for the Blues. Left wing to Kyrou. Lost it to Emberson. Emberson has to go behind the Oiler goal to Kulak. Up the right wing boards. Suter will not keep it in. Kapanen got it out. Suter with it back inside his own zone for St. Louis. 3-1. Oilers lead here in the third. Holloway comes in down the left wing. Will shoot it off the shoulder of Skinner. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Bolduc for the Blues. Up the right wing. Will get it out. Can't get a shot as trying was Sundqvist. It was blocked and it's clear. Sundqvist in the neutral zone. To Falk. Over to Suter. Up the left wing to Bolduc. Comes into the Oiler end. Cross-ice pass to Sundqvist. Goes off his skate. Perry up the left wing. Will get it out. Finds Draisaitl. Now to Ryan. Into the blue zone on the right wing to Draisaitl. Cross-ice pass, but just off the skate of Corey Perry. Sundqvist finds Holloway. Comes into the Oiler end down the left wing. Is shot, and a save made by Skinner. Puck rimmed on the left wing for Perry. Off the boards and out. Shot. Parayko went to shoot it in, and hit the bench.
Yeah.
The gate was open, and it hit the door, and so they blow it down. It went on. All right, we'll take a break. 10:39 to go here in the third. 3-1 Oilers lead the Blues. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last. Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
10:39 to go in the third. 3-1. Oilers lead the Blues. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. Blues have a goal from Dylan Holloway in the third to get to within a couple. Zach Hyman, Connor McDavid, Corey Perry have scored for Edmonton.
Edmonton's been outplayed a bit in the first half of the first period and outplayed again here in the first half of the third period. Oilers were the better team by a considerable margin in the second.
Face off in the Edmonton zone, and up the right wing comes Connor Brown. To the middle, to Kulak, gets to center ice, he'll shoot it in. Binnington, right up the left wing, and Buchnevich will get it out. Right side to Kyrou, softly dump it into the Oilers zone. Emberson, little reverse play to Draisaitl. He put it off a leg, went in front of the Oiler net, but it's Emberson up the right wing, will get it out. To Brown, now to Draisaitl, comes in. Draisaitl on the right wing and forced into the right wing corner by Broberg. Parayko skates out for St. Louis, left wing to Kyrou. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line. Puck goes into the zone. Kulak on the left side. Slow up. St. Louis makes changes. Oilers will do the same. Kulak's got it in front of his net, up the right wing to Emberson. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He'll shoot it in. Goes to Hyman in the left wing corner. He's up against the boards. Nugent Hopkins in there too. Hyman comes up with it. Goes to the side of the net. Falk able to take it away for the Blues. And he'll bring it up the right wing. Pass on the right side to Saad. He'll throw it in on the backhand. Ekholm to Bouchard. The right side for Edmonton to center ice now to McDavid. He'll come into the blue zone, drop it. Bouchard, his pass through the slot just off the stick of Hyman. It goes to the left wing corner.
Got to make more of a play there. It was a great chance to do something. Hyman couldn't pick it up cleanly.
Saad got it out to Bolduc. Bolduc will dump it into the Oiler end of the left corner. Bouchard had to go off his stick, and it was Bolduc got taken into the end boards, lost his helmet, and he's down on the ice. With 8:54 to go here in the third period.
It's a call on Ekholm here.
3-1, Oilers lead the Blues. Looks like we're taking a break.
Ekholm's going to the box.
Okay, Oilers about to be shorthanded when we come back. 3-1 Edmonton. 8:54 to go in the third period from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3-1 Oilers lead, 8:54 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Matthias Ekholm goes to the box for interference. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
23 of their last 24 for Edmonton. Best penalty killing in the league at 96% over the last 11 games, but they don't have Ekholm, and he's their best penalty killing defenseman, often paired with Ty Emberson.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Nugent Hopkins out on the ice. Henrique taking the draw. Puck goes to the blue line. On the right side, Thomas cross ice to Kyrou. Got it to the slot. Now over to Thomas. His shot is blocked by Emberson. Great block by Ty Emberson. The puck on the right wing. Henrique will shovel it out on the backhand. Oilers can make a change. St. Louis came that close to being within one. Buchnevich on the left side. To Thomas, taken away by Stetcher, and he'll get it down the ice. Oilers with a couple of clears already on this penalty kill. Perunovic swings it back to Thomas. Now another penalty coming up to Edmonton as Perunovic got dumped down at center. And it's going to be a cross-checking call, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Blues for 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Where was that call in the second?
So Stetcher goes to the box.
Oilers have let St. Louis hang around here. What a flop. What a flop. But why do it?
Timeout called by St. Louis. Well, big opportunity for St. Louis.
To say the least.
And if Emberson doesn't make a great block, they would have been within one already. That was a good block by Ty Emberson.
So I think you got to take, either have Draisaitl take the draw. He's at 57% here, or Nugent Hopkins, one of the two. Nugent Hopkins is at 56% this year.
And you're down to 4D for the next minute and 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Nugent Hopkins, Emberson, and Nurse out there for the Oilers.
Poor gamesmanship from Edmonton there. Unnecessary. Neutral ice. Give a guy a little love tap. Why?
Thomas gets it back to the blue line. Falk has it. Now to Thomas. Thomas will shoot it wide of the net. Comes off the end boards. Kyrou got it back to the blue. And Falk will bring it across. On the right wing, Buchnevich to Falk. His shot, that's blocked. Nugent Hopkins will get it out and down the ice. 43 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Oilers up by a couple. We're here in the third. Down the left wing. Brought in by Kyrou. Kyrou to the left wing corner to Thomas. Thomas back to Kyrou on the blue line. Kyrou down the right side. Into the corner, Buchnevich. Out to Falk. Left wing corner to Thomas. Steps out, pass across. The one-timer saved by Skinner. And he covers it up. And the shot from the right wing by Buchnevich. And that draws everybody in behind the Edmonton net.
If you're going to grab one guy here in this situation, if you're the Stripes, why not Buchnevich? He's sitting there rabbit punching guys.
18 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Broken stick on the ice, will pick that up.
Shrapnel out there.
Yep.
I mean, Jake Neighbors, 3 cracks at it. Once, twice.
Yep. All right. 18 seconds to go in the penalty to Ekholm. 109 penalty to Stetcher. Gets near the top of the circle, but now Buchnevich has it in the right wing corner for the Blues. To the left wing point, Kyrou walks in. His shot off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. On the right wing point, it's Falk. Right side, Buchnevich to Falk. Over to Kyrou, gets to the slot to Buchnevich. Couldn't handle the pass clean. He'll keep it in, give it to Kyrou. He'll shoot, scores. Off the post and in just as one penalty expired. And the Oiler lead is now down to 3-2.
Well, that's the only good news for Edmonton, is that the penalty had expired. But you basically gave them a goal.
.1309 time of that goal.
Kyrou, talented player. And did that get a piece? I don't think so. I think it's Kyrou's
so.
Kyrou got it direct.
Yeah. Neighbors was in front of the net, and I don't think it hit him. I think that'll be Kyrou's goal.
Be his 10th of the season.
Went off the glove, too, of Skinner. 3-2, Oilers lead. Parayko into the right corner of his own zone. Oh, they're giving it to Neighbors. All right, so it hit Neighbors. I'll take their word for it. Now Broberg lost the puck. Draisaitl, he's got a partial break. The backhand and a pad save made by Binnington. And the puck up the right wing and jammed out by Sundqvist. Draisaitl has it at center. Left wing to Hyman. Dumped it in, gloved down by Holloway. Throw it across to
I keep an eye on Holloway. He's the one guy that's really been going for St. Louis in this game, 5-on-5.
For Neighbors, that'll be his 9th of the year. 3-2 Oilers lead, 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Saad stripped of it by Podkolzin. He'll get it across. Jeff Skinner's shot launches off the stick of Falk, and it goes out of play. We're going to take a break. 5:55 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead the Blues. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PV sent you.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Muna and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-2 Oilers lead. 5:55 to go in the third period. Couple of goals by the Blues in the third. Holloway and Neighbors. Face off to the left of Binnington. Henrique Podkolzin and Jeff Skinner out there with Stetcher and Nurse. Puck lands up in skates off the draw. Goes to the right corner. Henrique behind the net for Skinner. Back to the right wing point. Stetcher into the blue line. His shot! Scores! Troy Stetcher from the right side surprises Binnington, and the Oilers are up 4-2.
Well, he takes the penalty that he'd probably tell you he shouldn't have taken to create the 5-on-3. That often you see players get away with, may I add. And that time he just has the presence of mind. Puck wraps around. He's like, I'm going to put it to the net. And he does from an acute angle. And Binnington doesn't pick it up, and it ends up in the goal. 4-2 Oilers. First goal as an Edmonton Oiler.
For Troy Stetcher at 14:18 of the third period. Surprised Binnington with that quick shot from the right wing. That's a big goal for the Edmonton Oilers as the Blues were pressing. So Stetcher with his first. Falk inside his own zone to Perunovic. Up the left wing to Buchnevich. We'll get the puck into the Oiler end. High slot. Kyrou. Left wing to Falk. His shot off the stick of Stetcher. Goes wide of the goal. Puck rimmed on the left wing. Falk pinching down. Goes to the left side. Buchnevich. Cross to Perunovic. Buchnevich now to Thomas in front. A one-time shot just poked wide as Kyrou was on the doorstep. And out the right wing, Brown will get it out for Edmonton. After it, Janmark, right corner to Brown. He'll walk in front, and the save made by Binnington. It's underneath him, and the whistle goes. Stetcher from Jeff Skinner. 14-18. It's giving the Oilers the 4-2 lead.
And a hard net. First of all, Janmark won a puck battle, keep the play alive against Justin Falk, who had hacked the stick out of at Janmark. And then that time they did blow it dead. Binnington never had the puck. Net drive by Connor Brown. And that puck was loose. And Kyrou, with the dogged determination, tied up McDavid's stick. Otherwise, it ends up in the net.
And then just before that, Kyrou gets the pass in the Oilers zone. He backdoor, he was wide open, but missed.
There's a lot of mix and matching going with the Oilers lines right now.
Parayko off the draw in the blue zone on the right wing. Off the boards, gets it out. Shot in by Hyman. Parayko right corner. The right wing, it goes to Saad. Across to Broberg, he'll shoot it in. Rims. Neighbors to the left point. Broberg, his shot, and it's blockered away by Skinner. Puck on the left point. Broberg, a little snapshot. It goes wide. Parayko in from the right side. Goes into the corner, and it's Ekholm to McDavid, and he'll clear it out. 4:15 to go in the third. 4-2 Edmonton leads.
It's the Skinner is better chant. That's what that chant was.
I like it.
Yep.
Bouchard, left wing to Podkolzin, and he'll dump it in. Bill Duke couldn't clear it. Across the top, and on the right wing is Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner's going to go towards the net. He'll get there. He'll shoot. Oh, just wide of the net as Binnington was down. Puck to the right wing corner. Jeff Skinner came really close there. Back to the right wing point, Emerson. His shot, and that one blocked, goes to the right corner. Cleared off the glass and down the ice by Suter. And it won't be hard enough for icing.
Good out-turn draw there from Suter.
Up the left side, out to center, it's Kulak. Now into the blue zone. Gets to the left wing corner to Draisaitl. Taken out on the end boards. Thomas over to Falk. Falk will skate out through the middle. Dish it at the Edmonton blue line. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker here with 3 minutes to go, and the Oilers up 4-2. It's now 6-on-5 in the Oilers zone. To the point to Falk. Off the left wing boards to Thomas, to Falk. Now on the right, the one-time shot saved by Skinner, side of the net. And they jam away. It goes to the right side, and it's covered up by Skinner after Shen hammered one off the right wing. 2:44 to go in the third. Edmonton up 4-2. Net empty in the blue zone. Shots now 29-21 for St. Louis. Oilers get some fresh legs out there. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman are out with Bouchard and Ekholm.
Just airmail it if you get it. Yeah. Leon wins it straight back to Ekholm. You're up by 2. Go for it.
Oh, go exactly. Shen back to the point. Now to the right wing corner, Buchnevich. To Shen across to Falk. Left wing for Kyrou, gets it low to Neighbors. He's in behind the goal. Buchnevich to assist. Puck over to the left side, comes to the blue line. It's bouncing. Falk trying to keep it in, but just Draisaitl to get it out. But Shen able to get control of the puck in his own zone. Up the right wing to Kyrou to Buchnevich. Steers it in behind Ekholm. Turns on it, went to clear it. That one hit Kyrou. Puck back to the blue line. And it's Thomas. His shot off his stick goes off the end glass. Puck in the right wing corner. Buchnevich for the Blues. To the blue line. Thomas over to Falk. Back to Thomas. Just barely kept it in. On the right wing to Buchnevich. It's bouncing around. Draisaitl will get it out to McDavid. McDavid at center. And he's going to take a hit from Shen. The puck comes loose. Hyman will give the puck. Oh, it just hopped over the stick of Draisaitl. Otherwise, he had the empty net. And it's brought in on the left side. Minute 35 to go in the third. 4-2 Oilers lead. Net empty in the Blues end on the right side. Buchnevich with a shot. It goes off the outside of the goal. McDavid turns it up the left wing. Out through the middle, finds Bouchard. He'll get to center ice. Now his pass goes off the stick of Hyman and deep into Blues territory.
Need to work on their 2-on-0s. Empty netters there had a chance for a play.
Falk on the left wing to Holloway. Into the Oiler end. Top of the circle, left side, a bouncing puck now that goes into the corner. Nugent Hopkins, the left wing, but it hits Saad. We're into the last minute here in the third. Oilers are up 4-2. Bolduc from the left side couldn't get a shot through. Podkolzin will bank it off the left wing down the ice, and it will be hard enough for icing. And the whistle goes with 48 seconds to go in the third, and the Oilers up by a couple.
You know, I got to tell you, the fans were bringing it tonight. They were a little acrimonious with the departure of Mr. Broberg and Holloway.
Saturday night, 8 o'clock game tends to be a little livelier.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Sometimes you need to fuel up the reserves. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
As opposed to the broadcasters, who tomorrow's a CBA mandate off day, we may be fueling up for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
We can do that after the game. Yes, we can. Okay, puck on the right wing. He gets into the corner. Buchnevich from the angle to save by Skinner. It's cleared out. That one hit Falk. It'll go down the ice. It might be a high stick once it's touched by the Blues, and it will be, and the faceoff will be in the St. Louis zone. 33 seconds left to go in the third. And Binnington will have to come back into the Blues net.
Well, Skinner's out-dueled him tonight. You're sitting there with 29 saves, and the other guy's got 17. And definitely Binnington would like to have the 4-2 goal from Stetcher back.
That surprised him. Wasn't expecting that shot at all.
Never a bad thing to put it to the net.
Exactly. He's off to the left of Binnington.
Who they got out here? Sundqvist to take the draw, I guess.
McDavid wins it to Nurse. Off the left wing boards. Gets to the corner. Parayko for the Blues, only to the blue line. That was kept in on the left wing.
That's right.
Good work by Janmark to keep it in. It's cleared out over the sticky Janmark. This might be icing, and it will be against St. Louis with 16 seconds to go in the third period. Edmonton up 4-2.
Blues made a game of it, got a little bit of a help with a call and a play against Stetcher where you're like, well, why do it? But you often don't see that get called when a team's a man down.
Face off to the right of Binnington. Falk up the middle with it for St. Louis. On the left wing to Holloway. He'll shoot it in. Skinner fires it around the glass, hits Sundqvist. Just 4 seconds left to Bolduc in the right wing corner. The Edmonton Oilers win this one 4-2 over the St. Louis Blues. And the Edmonton Oilers have won 5 of their last 6. Blues push in the third period, but Edmonton able to hold it off, get a goal by Troy Stetcher to make it a 2-goal cushion. And Stuart Skinner being congratulated on a job well done. 29 saves.
Yep, stellar start.
Stellar start for Stuart Skinner. I agree. And the Edmonton Oilers win this one 4-2 over the St. Louis Blues. And it's the first regulation loss for Jim Montgomery as the head coach of St. Louis. Was 4-0-1 when coming into this game tonight.
Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, each with a goal and an assist.
And the Oilers had to deal with a St. Louis team that pushed hard in the third period and in the first half of the first period. Got some saves, had some blocked shots, and found a way to get it done. It's Connor McDavid, Corey Perry, Zach Hyman, Troy Stetcher score for Edmonton. Dylan Holloway and Jake Neighbors had the goals for the Blues. And the Oilers win this one 4-2 here at Rogers Place. And we can head downstairs as Brendan Escott standing by with Corey Perry.
Well, that's 5 wins in your last 6 games now, Corey. What do you notice has maybe turned around the most for this team in this recent stretch?
Well, I think we're playing the way we want to play. We're playing with the puck. We're playing north, and it's we're getting great defensive help from our goalies, from our defense, all the way out. So it's been a team effort.
Specifically tonight, what did you like about the way that your team played to come out on top?
Well, I thought we battled hard. It wasn't pretty. They had a lot of chances, but Stu stood tall, and we'll take the win and move on.
Finally, you've got 7 of your next 8 games here at Rogers Place. How do you continue to make this a hard place for other teams to come in and play?
Well, that's the goal, right? Is you have to win your fair share at home. You have to make this a tough place. The crowd was great tonight, and we'll continue to lean on them.
Thanks, Corey.
All right, thanks,
guys.
All right, thanks very much, Brendan Escott. Downstairs with Corey Perry. Perry with his 5th of the year, and has been very effective, I would say, for the Edmonton Oilers this year. And
well, Cam, yes, he has.
Yes.
5 goals from a 4th-line player. That's his age, 39. You take that all day. Now, step up in weight class with a team that's scoring a ton. Tampa Bay is lighting it up. How much so? Another situation. Here you have Doug Armstrong, St. Louis Blues. They picked Jordan Binnington over Skinner in goal. They picked Parayko for Team Canada Four Nations Cup over Evan Bouchard. Nobody would have seen that based on the playoffs the last 3 years, because Bouchard's the 3rd highest scoring player in the NHL playoffs over the last 3 years. Well, now you have Tampa Bay. And you have Anthony Cirelli. There's no like Braden Point and Connor McDavid initially named to the team. Those guys are, all-star caliber players. McDavid, obviously, the world's best player. But 2 more guys. Brandon Hagel, a guy we both have really liked, but you know better than anybody from his time in Red Deer out of Bourneville, Alberta. Brandon Hagel and Anthony Cirelli on that team, maybe not on the radar screen initially, though I'd say Seth Jarvis was ultimately the biggest surprise. Another opportunity for the Oilers, but they're going to be playing a team that's playing well, the Tampa Bay Lightning, coming coming in here on Tuesday night.
Well, looking forward to that when Tampa Bay comes to town, as the Oilers will have them on Tuesday. But tonight here at Rogers Place, Oilers get the win 4-2 over the St. Louis Blues. Oilers have won 5 of 6. They're now 15-10-2. St. Louis, they dropped to 13-2. Corey Perry, Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, Troy Stetcher, they score for the Oilers. Dylan Holloway, Jake Neighbors, they had the goals for the Blues, and it was 2-point evenings for Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. 4-2 the final. The Oilers defeat St. Louis. Our Rogers post-game shows coming up next.
Their third Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was
but
the 1987.
That wasn't Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup Final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7. And then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake, everything's on the line, and I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game, and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty, and sure enough, we were able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Sunday, December the 8th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 1 p.m., New York Rangers taking the Seattle Kraken. Rangers on Sirius XM channels 91 Internet 938, Kraken on Internet 943. 4 p.m. Vancouver Canucks taking the Tampa Bay Lightning. Canucks on Sirius XM channels 91 Internet 948, Lightning on Internet 945. 5 p.m. Ottawa Senators taking the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 208 XM 219 and Internet 939. Islanders on Internet 937. 6 p.m. Winnipeg Jets face the Columbus Blue Jackets. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167 Internet 951. Jackets on Internet 927. 7 p.m. New Jersey Devils face